What's up, guys? It's your girl Alexandria Ikomoni in the studio, iHeartRadio with Edi Callier. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. I got the name perfectly. I didn't know.
You actually did do a really great job.
Okay.
I was actually just about to say.
Thank you so much. Okay, tell me more about the origin of the name.
Okay, so it's a French origin.
Yes.
Of course, my dad's side is Creole, and so, that whole New Orleans thing and everything like that is really deep in my blood.
Yeah, I love it. So we have Creole in the family, but you are from Portland, Oregon.
I am.
Even though Atlanta, I know you're from Atlanta.
Yeah. Pretty much, I come from ministers. My dad, my mom, my grandparents, my uncles, aunts, everybody started in the church and grew up in the church and actively has been in the church. And so my dad actually got an offer to be a musical director for a church down here in Georgia, when I was super young. And so we went from Portland, packed up the studio, packed up the house and everything, came down here. And then, of course, after living out here for a while, I did some back and forth stuff between here and Portland and all of that. And then I was like, all right, y'all, pandemic hit, I'm out of here. And I went to LA.
Never looked back.
Never looked back.
I love it. So for those who do not know, you are a singer, a songwriter, musician, but also let's talk about and have you share more about your latest single. It's called Believe. Great single.
Thank you.
Tell me more about it and really the inspiration, honestly, behind that song.
I pulled from some life experience. In the second verse, I say, I told my dad all about you today, and I think he's a little excited for the first time he remembered somebody's name because I think he could tell how inspired you made me. And, that came from a real conversation. You can ask some of my friends. I told him, I was like, so I just got off the phone with my dad, and he remembered somebody's name. This is weird, but it's inspired by that, just finding yourself able to believe in love and to believe in connection again, even through the hardship, through the hurt, through the pain, and through a broken heart, realizing that a broken heart can be mended again. It's been interesting to see what it's been doing since it's been out there. One of the things about making music and putting it out there, once you put it out there, it's no longer you. It's no longer about you. It's for the people that experience it. 100%. And so hearing the experiences and the way that people have been applying it to their lives and everything has been wild.
Yeah, and I love the song because it's you talking about love and it can be mended. And honestly, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask. Is there a certain lady in your life or person in your life? What do we have going on here?
There it goes. There's a dangerous question. Of
course, I have to ask.
So I'm not gonna say too much. All I will say is that I'm really, really, really glad that I got this song out of it. Because I haven't heard from her.
That's a little rough. Why did she ghost?
Maybe it might have been the part where I was like, hey, I wrote a song about you and sent it to the record label to be released. And this is what the song sounds like. And I talked about how I believe in love for the rest of our lives. So, how's the second date sounding?
Oh, second date!
It might have maybe had something to do with it. I don't know.
Listen, you put it all out there.
You get the pen moving and things happen.
I love it. So speaking of pen moving, album, we just released this one. You had a project come out in 2020, then 2022. So what are we doing now? It's 2 years later. Are we getting another album? Or?
Well, okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be more patient with the releases. Because 2022, I was like, I got a whole bunch of music. I'm just going to put it all out. And then I did that. And I put it all on the schedule. And then that was also around the time my mom passed. And so literally my mom passed. And then the next day it was new album out, and I had already put the materials together, the promotional materials. And so here's this video and all these videos and these posts and all this stuff yay, new music. And I'm I just want to be inside right now. But I dropped so much music that year. This year I'm gonna give each one life, the life that it deserves. Believe is gonna have it.
Take your time.
Yes.
So this next single, number 2.
Yes.
When can we expect that one? What is that about? Give me some kind of detail on that.
Yeah. Okay. So funny enough, this next single is the song that I sang during Hollywood Week at American Idol.
I love it.
But it's about falling in love with the person that inspires you. And sometimes that can happen, especially for us as artists.
Yeah.
You know, like we can find somebody who's our muse and we're like, oh my gosh, like I'm so inspired when I'm around you. I just want to write, I want to do this, I want to sing, I want to play and all that. Does this mean that you're for me? And that's probably why I wrote a song and sent it over with the whole list of lyrics and said, I told my dad about you today.
That's so funny.
Yeah, no, definitely it's one of those. And one thing I'm really excited about, I'm excited to hear like the run challenges and stuff that happen after this, because I did a few little diddly doos in there on there. So, you know, yeah.
That's exciting. So we can't wait for that to come out. So for those who are listening and watching, how can they follow you to make sure they keep updated and get those singles and get all the updates?
You can find me everywhere. It's Edi Callier, spelled EDICALLIER on Apple Music. It's EDICALLIER on iHeartRadio. It is EDICALLIER. Get it in your mind and tell everybody about it, because I want to be traveling this world and changing it for the better. And so I need everybody to know who this guy is. Yes.
100%. I love how you did it. It's like a little song. Like you'll really get it imprinted in your mind. So that's perfect. Before we get on out of here, I mean, any last words you want to leave with the people?
So stream my single, and buy my single if you'd like to do that, and tell people about the single, and then get all of the other ones that come after that. Like I'm serious. I want to see a crowd of like hundreds of thousands of people shouting, "Made me believe!" Like I really want to make that a thing. And stay tuned for shows and things like that. Stay tuned on my Instagram and on TikTok. I'm TikToking now.
I love it.
And it's so interesting, like figuring out that landscape.
Yeah.
But most of all, you know, go out and make the world a better place little by little, and you know, tell the people that you love them while they're still here to be able to hear it.
I love that. That was beautiful and powerful last words. Once again, Alexandria Ikomoni in the studio with Edi Callier.
Woo woo.